pay me good money. This must be where Abigail fell. There's more of them.
Watch out. Spectre possession. Dodge it if you can.
I get the feeling like it's sitting ducks. Last in line. It's certainly going well. That corpse is taking aim. The words of a ghost may resonate here.
A man who offers only disdain is owed no loyalty. Remember what he promised when you came to New Eden. He is a failure of a man. He puts you down to raise himself up. Don't be his weakling, Abby. Act!
The other side of the conversation.
Those mirrors feel like ghost ties, but I don't think they are.
There's an inscription. Ethel Bly.
There may be answers at Bly Manor.
Huh?
I wonder who Abigail was talking to. She sounded devious.
Who benefits from belittling a servant?
Lover? Jealous friend? Something worse?
The heart's yours. The roots are mine.
There's a path here. Let me. Stay on your feet, Red.
Stay down. I don't much fancy my own garden.
Trust me, you don't want a garden. This is locked from the other side.
Now this door needs another key.
Did I ever mention how good we are together?
Yeah. It's always good to hear. I feel an echo ringing, like a hum. Now this door needs another key. Maybe this key will open the way.
Picked and culled.
I don't much fancy my own garden.
Trust me, you don't want a garden.
Farewell, weed. An echo whispering to me.
You know I'll not wish to bother you, mistress, but when do you think you'll pay me my wages?
I'll pay you when I can, Nathaniel. You know this.
You've been saying that for months now, and I'm struggling to believe it. 'Tis in the contract that I be paid. Pay me by tomorrow, or I must act.
You must act. Do you hear yourself? Go clean the back room and hush with your nonsense.
That's it. That's blooming well it. I'll take what is mine, I'll take it.
I'm guessing this is Bathsheba's cash box. Nathaniel robbed the widow.
He betrayed her trust.
Still impressive. She knew something was wrong.
Yet now that she has died, her ghost denies it.
She was a healer. Perhaps dedication binds her.
A dedication her patient scarcely deserves. We should go back to the infirmary. Anne will surely be there.
What do you want?
It's one thing to argue with your wife. It's another to push her over the edge. Abigail was in distress. Yet all you could offer in loving kindness was to tell her to kill herself.
Abigail had an accident. A terrible accident. I love my wife. I loved her.
The man doth protest too much, methinks.
Does this mirror mean anything to you?
Never thought I'd see that again. That was Abigail's. Where did you find it?
At the cliff, where she died.
I see.
Think the mirror might be cursed.
You mean touched by the devil?
I mean, bound to a malicious spirit of some sort.
What greater malicious spirit is there than the devil himself? She was weak-minded. She let him in. He is the wellspring of all her troubles.
He's torn between blaming the devil and blaming Abigail herself.
The inscription on the mirror suggests it once belonged to your old employers.
I don't know anything more. Abigail said she found the mirror in the woods. I'd no cause to doubt her. Swear it.
You argued with Abigail. Threats were made. Fair to say your marriage was troubled, yes?
Not your business. That's fair to say.
Step carefully. Keep him talking.
You're a man of faith.
Aren't you?
I too have recently lost someone. Does prayer help?
One can only have faith in God's plan. Prayer soothes only what can be soothed, and only for a little while. Still, it helps. I told Abigail the same. Perhaps if she'd heard it from someone else, she'd have listened.
Do you have children?
No, sir, we do not. But we were just as happy on our own. We made the choice together. A long time ago. Then things changed. Abigail changed. She soured.
Maybe she soured on you.
Was Abigail's faith important to her?
It was. She was firm in her faith. She knew scripture better than I. We'd stay up at night discussing it.
What changed?
She had a challenging mind. Too challenging. God's word was not enough for her. Abigail lacked restraint. It led her away from God. Away from me. Straight to the devil. When she stopped coming to worship, folk talked. She no longer cared. For years, she badgered me. Make an effort. Be part of your community. In the end, she walked away from us.
Thank you for your time, John.
Lord bless and keep you.
I find John's opinion of Abigail condescending. All he does is blame her, never questions his own behavior.
He's a man who lost control and can't admit it. Of course he blames her.
He's an ass.
You should not be here. He's going to get away with it. At last you're here.
You speak.
I speak and I follow. I needed to be sure you'd take my side.
We're Banishers. We don't take sides.
So noble. You must feel so very fortunate.
What's with the hide and go seek? Why manifest now?
I'm stronger now.
Stronger? How?
What's your reckoning, Banisher?
I reckon you've infected John's dreams. You plague him with horrible visions.
John's sinful thoughts are his own. He did not need me to die to have them.
Don't indulge it, Red.
I died at the bottom of that cliff, you know. I was alone. For hours. In agony. No one missed me. No one came. John did not come.
I thought John was the one who pushed you.
Didn't he? Even before my death, he packed my bags. He wanted me out. I did not know how badly his hatred burned. But when he saw me dead, I saw it in his face. Behind the shock, he was relieved.
Who found your body? Who told John about your fall?
I don't recall, but does it matter? One moment I was alive and lost in thought, the next I was dead and bound to John. And to him, my death felt good. The deepest comfort. Solace most profound. I felt those feelings. But those feelings were not mine. You're a capable woman. Were.
As were you.
So how did you allow a man to bind you to this realm?
You first.
I am not bound here by the weakness of a man who cannot let me go.
We found pieces of a mirror that used to belong to you.
Give them to John. By rights, the mirror is his.
You hate John, but you want him to have your things. Isn't that just a little contradictory?
You're a ghost haunting a banisher. Isn't that just a little contradictory?
How was it for you? To die, I mean. I'm not discussing this with you.
Betrayed. Again. Failed. Again. Making excuses for the one you love. Again.
What? No.
And how did it feel to be deceived by your best friend? By your first love?
Enough. What happened to you, Abigail?
What do you think happened?
We're asking the questions here.
Are you?
So, what happened to you, Abigail?
A man happened to me. Our bitter, pitiful world happened to me. I had a life in Yorkshire. Work I loved. I never wanted to come here.
That doesn't entirely answer the question.
We aren't going anywhere. We'll keep digging.
Yes. Do that.
That was odd. She was odd.
A dead woman with a shite-bag husband. Nothing odd about it.
You never miss a chance to drag the husbands down, do you?
Excuse me?
Let's just move on.
Yes, let's. This isn't over yet. Standing by.
Antea, what did Abigail mean when she talked about you being betrayed by the first person you loved?
Nothing.
Didn't feel like nothing.
I don't want to talk about it, Rory.
Surprise, bloody surprise.
Can you find a way around the locked door?
The imprint in the velvet is shaped like our mirror.
Moments from the past are still here.
I raise for now the veil of shadows.
I don't need you no more.
What are you doing? Foolish girl.
Please, no. Please don't hurt him. No!
Whatever's in this mirror is neither ghost nor specter.
Where is Abigail?
Abigail has left us, my dears.
By what name should we know you?
Always that same question, and you know better than to ask it, Antea Duarte.
I don't need a name to send the likes of you back from whence you came. I've done it before.
How does she know your name?
It's not Abigail. It's a... well, some would call it a demon. A bloody pest is what it is.
You call us demons, but from where we watch in the great below, we are angels. You poor, transparent, knowable you are upside down.
Abigail tried to smash the mirror. She tried to break your hold on her. What happened to her?
Are you a happy man, Red Rory McGrath?
Answer the question.
Do you feel hollow? What would you do to once again feel her touch? To feel her finger trace lines upon your cheek?
What do you want here?
Do you feel guilty for leaving your family behind? Was it worth their sacrifice? Are you ashamed? Do you want to hear it from Aoife's mouth? Your sister can't be far.
No.
Abigail wanted to protect John. To the end, she wanted you gone.
Abigail made her choice, but she lacked the strength to live with it.
Not ghost, not spectre. What are you?
I am I, the bringer from beyond the gates.
Yes, yes, we know all about the void.
No, you do not. But you will. You will know the void inside out, and you'll know nothing else.
You target couples. You nest inside their hearts and plant the seed of resentment there, and grow it until it flowers and destroys them. We've felt you in our hearts too.
You came to me. You all come to me. When all you have lost becomes too much to bear. Tell me, little girl, how does it feel to watch the world make ready to pass you by?
Ignore it, Antea.
Don't tell me what to do.
Poor, transparent, knowable you.
What have you done with Abigail?
She's here. In a way. I am the pool, deep and dark. She is the ripple that spreads and dies away, returning to the whole, a thing no longer.
You're possessing her? How?
We are friends. Such good friends.
No, you're a lie. Vapor in the darkness.
Really? When you sit beneath a tree alone with no one to talk to, no one to play with, how easy it is to lose yourself.
You know nothing about me.
Do not answer, Antea. You said it yourself. We shouldn't engage with it.
I know what I said, and I know what I'm doing.
Get on with it then.
You're the Banisher now, you get on with it.
Right. That's enough. Let's get this over with.
Let's.
Oh! Get back here! I hate when they do that.
It's close. I feel it. Stay on your guard.
werken.
Move, Red!
Is that really you? I thought you were gone. I thought I... Oh, God. You're here. You're really here.
Hush, my dog. I'm here.
We need to end this. Watch out! We made it angry. Must I do everything? Not here, not now. It's going to take John!
Trying my best over here. That's enough, Abigail.
Step away from him.
What will you do? Banish me? Banish poor, sweet, innocent Abigail? Send us both into the darkness?
You know well enough, Antea, my child. There is no ascent for Abigail now. There's no escape from the likes of me. Unless I grant it. I offer you a trade. A bargain. Abigail's ghost for John. Give John his due, and Abigail is free.
Abigail, if there is still a part of you in there, I'm sorry. There is sacrifice in love, but love should not be all sacrifice. You're in an awful situation. We'll put an end to it.
Please, no, don't send me down. Hell awaits me there. A terrible banquet in which I am the meal.
That's enough. We are not banishing Abigail today, but the demon that has taken her.
It's a gamble.
John! John, please, help me.
I'd help Abigail in a heartbeat, but you are not really her.
Red, put an end to this circus.
Go back to the Void, wherever you are, and to your masters, whatever they may be.
I'll take my prize to the great below, and there
I shall feast. You are invited to the banquet, all of you. blood. Especially you, Antea Duarte. She knows about you. She knows all about you. And she's waiting.
You are dead. You are no more.
Where am I? What happened?
Banisher?
It's over, John. The entity haunts you no longer.
I had such terrible dreams. Was it the devil?
It was an evil spirit. A bad one.
Ah, I see. It were a succubus wearing my wife's face. Thank you, Banisher. I need to pack up and go. Please, Banisher. Leave me be.
100 years from now, that mirror will still be cursed. Unless we destroy it.
Where should we start?
Maybe a witch could help.
Mr. McWraith, anything new about my case?
We must talk about your ledger. It hints at a sorry tale. Care to tell it?
It's the same old story and nothing new. Times are hard, Mr. McWraith. On everyone.
And what of Nathaniel's friend, Thomas, wasn't it?
Though Thomas stayed in Boston, Nathaniel spoke of him often. He wrote most days and posted the letters in a parcel once a month. They were close. Very close.
I must go. I'll keep you informed.
I'd rather you kept me reprovisioned with my cash box and the salesman who took it.
A note?
Let's see.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
She kept that quiet, as if it were of no consequence. We know where to go. The barrack room. Focus, Red.
Through time and distance, I now see.
Hold still.
Get your filthy hands off me!
That's enough, Mr. Peabody.
Ah. Huh? Get off me, you evil old frigate!
In his temper, Cotton Peabody gave Anne Wings the disease that killed her.
Oh, still here, are you? What new comedy do you two bring me now?
Remember on the cliff top, when you closed your eyes and it felt like you slept for a very long time?
Have you been spying on me?
Remember how when you awoke, you felt lost and distant? How you could not remember who you were? How slowly you came back to yourself? How something drove you to it? Something that felt more important than anything you had ever felt?
No. Yes. My patient needed me.
I knew it from my head to my heart.
That's it. That's why you stayed. That's what keeps you here.
My dear, the desire to help my patients means only one thing. It means I'm a nurse.
Cotton Peabody's health concerns you greatly, true?
I'm a very good nurse.
How long is it since last you slept? How long since last you ate?
Well, I have been very busy.
You're tired but cannot sleep. You're hungry but can't face eating. Time to face the truth.
No, it's just... I'm tired. I forget things. I forget to stop working.
Your memory is fading.
It is not. At least, I don't think it is.
Once you kept meticulous records. Now your notes, if you keep them at all, are chaotic.
It's just that I'm all alone. No one to talk with. No one to share a laugh with. I've gone a little potty.
I think you know what he needs. I think you know his remedy.
He must have wintergreen. Fresh oil, decocted, then used as a salve.
Yet, though you treat him, his condition worsens. You must have noticed.
To maintain the illusion of life, you feed upon his essence. Even as you tend to him, you leech his life away.
No. No.
Nurse Wings. Anne. You're dead. Just like Antea. You've convinced yourself you're still alive, but you are not.
But if Mr. Peabody withers by my presence, then why does your woman not wither you?
I would, but I take my strength from other people.
My God! I could never do that!
Then the longer you stay to treat your patient, the quicker he will die.
No. No!
Hold there, Nurse Wings! Anne! I can help you. Let me help you.
She's heading back to where her body lies.
Anne, are you there?
If I take another step, if I fall, I won't die.
No, you won't die.
All I wish was to save a soul. Just one soul at a time. Cotton.
It's time we put an end to this.
The devotion of poor Anne Wings, who even dead, kept on caring.
No. Her ghost hungers for essence and calls it caring.
You must get well. 'Tis all I want. But by staying, I've been doing you harm. For that, I beg your forgiveness. Oh, Mr. McWraith.
Peabody, we must talk.
This sounds ominous. Where lies the problem?
You're the one who made her sick. The day you spat on Anne Wings, you gave her your disease.
I never spat on. No. Wait. I did. She was at me with the lancet. The pain gave me a wee touch of fury, just for a moment. I gulped without thinking.
You knew you were infectious. You wished to harm her. 'Twas an attack.
So, Nurse Wings died trying to heal you, and you believe her ghost returns to harm you. Interesting. And Wings had the grip. She packed up and left so she'd not pass on the infection. Part of her must have known she'd not make it.
I did not know. I could not have known.
How could you indeed, with your head so far up your own behind?
She had a cough. Just a cough. I couldn't have known it would kill her.
Well, kill her it did. Well, all good things, they say, come to an end. I'll miss our little chance.
Anne Wings, you're a dedicated nurse. All you do with love. But right now, you're a threat to your last patient.
He needs me. I just want to help.
Does he need you? Do you really want to help?
What comedy is this?
You've been the dedicated nurse for so long, you're afraid that if you stop, you'll cease to exist. Let it go, Anne. You've done a great job. But the job is done.
Cotton Peabody deserves to get well, and only I would treat him.
We'll do what we can for him.
You've done enough, Anne. You won't be forgotten.
All right, then. If you're sure. Thank you.
Go in peace.
Is she gone? Am I safe?
It's over. Anne Wings is gone for good.
Gone for good. Aye. Great.
In her diary, Nurse Wings said oil of wintergreen could cure Peabody. It would be fitting.
We must at least try. Let's get the ingredients. Flowers can really brighten even the bleakest of rooms.
Softy. This is our best lead yet. Do I remember something about Andrew White on a report in the infirmary?
You do? To the infirmary, then. After that, we might look for his train band record.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
There. If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he did once, and now he doesn't.
Let's see what he has to say about it. Years is a long time to live haunted.
The ghost is weak, fragile.
but strong enough to stick around. What a way to live.
Any idea who this ghost might be?
You may know a soldier by his trail of dead. Could be anyone.
The good people of New Eden would have let me die too.
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different. And I'd do the same again. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
I'm a banisher, Mr. Miller, not a rat catcher. Ghosts were human. They're emotional, full of hopes and fears about the past and the future too. To find out what ties the ghost to the living and end the haunting, I must know the story. You want me to finish the job? Then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch and let's get it over with.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
You're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave! What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
True love requires you to let go.
Time to give this love story an ending.
Rebecca Hardgrave, your love for Fardy Miller is sincere but unwanted. You're hurting him. Let him go.
Is it wrong to wish to spend your life with the man you love?
You did spend your life with him. Now your life is over.
He was mine. I wanted to keep him. Was I wrong?
You don't own him. You can't own him.
Let go. Find peace.
Peace? She gets peace? After all she did?
I get peace, but you get your freedom. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Fardy. For everything.
You have been here.
She deserves no peace. She put me through hell. You don't care, Banisher. Just one more mad master in a madder world. What do you want?
You'll forgive me for this, but being a merchant here in New Eden seems a difficult calling.
I can't decide if you keep asking me that because you're judging me, or because you're judging New Eden. I suggest you judge New Eden. I have goods. I have money. Land too, though it's worthless now. I work hard. Why wouldn't I trade? The captain has no problem with it, and neither should you.
Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
Don't hurry back.
A mate is when you fight by his side. You fight for the man beside you, not for money, not for a king. For your mate.
You have friends from the war. First I've heard of them.
They lost contact. Maybe when this is over, I'll look them up. I feel an echo ringing, like a hum.
Shite! To arms! To arms! They waylay us!
The right flank! Hold them off!
Josh! Behind you!
Goddamn blustering cold! Help me!
Joshua! No!
Nice to meet you again, Joshua.
You want us to help Andrew White give up his guilt and get on with his life. Am I right?
We know you died fighting by his side. Is that why he feels guilty? Is this why you can't speak? Well, I've been there. I'll do everything I can to help.
If help we can.
Only these two could talk to each other.
Andrew needs to start talking. As long as he swallows his guilt, nothing will change. There's a wall between these two, and we must knock it down.
I may be able to do that. Andrew failed to save his friend and blames himself for it.
Guilt is normal, but you must let it go.
I had claw marks on it.
None of this explains what binds the ghost here.